Hi, hi, hello, hello. It is now the first day of official Throne of Eldraine spoilers. So we got a ton of cards to look at. I think we've seen kind of all of the major mechanics and stuff, but sure, lots of things to see still. This is the second one of this hybrid mana cycle. We've seen 4 hybrids of allied colors, and it's a knight. This one is Mozilla Firefox Writer. Sure. With the ability double download, sure. Tap creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's kind of nice. At the same time, though, it's like you kind of want this to be part of your fighting force. But you can get some humans first. Alright, okay. It's cool. I like that it's on a big fox. That's awesome. Giant killer. Okay. So it can tap down something, and then on its adventure, it can actually just straight up kill something with Power Forward Greater, which is something in White's Wheelhorse. This is like a reasonable cost for that. And then just a 1/2 for 1 that can tap something down. This is kind of an expensive tap cost, but like, you know, that can just win you the game against some decks. This is, I think, the first time we've seen the Peasant creature type. Oops, that was a bit of spoilers. Spoilers. That's not what we want. Hold on. I feel like this is the first peasant we've seen. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting that they would come up with this creature type. I'm assuming there's going to be other ones in this set. Witch's Vengeance. Creatures of the creature type of your choice get -3/-3 until end of turn. Ooh, so that's some pretty mana efficient hosing. It can be a one-sided board wipe in a lot of matchups. And -3/-3 is big enough that it captures like a lot of the big creature type decks, you know? Like humans has like Mantis Rider, which is a 3/3, and elves, of course, when they swing out, are much bigger than 3/3s, but typically aren't that much bigger on their own. So yeah, this is pretty sweet. I think it's probably too situational to actually see any play. You'd rather just run Anger of the Gods or something, but yeah. We can see the full art version. Neat, neat. Jousting Dummy. Oh, alright. A Scarecrow Knight. So this is actually, like, animated. Any of us got our first scars from Sir Nobody. They're spelling Sir like this. What's up with that? I've seen a few people do that lately. Is there, like, a reason? Is this, like, more accurate or something? Or is it just to make it look kind of, like, less goofy? Because Sir, like S-I-R, is, like, kind of a loaded word now. It's a word that's hard to take seriously. Anyways, this card is fine. This is perhaps a very relevant creature type. This is a tribe that has been wandering in and out of relevance for years. Much more on the side of irrelevance. Joust! Choose target creature. Yeah, alright. Sure. This seems to be something they're leaning towards now, is like, it's always going to be somewhat useful. You always get the fight effect, which can, of course, be very advantageous to you when you choose to play it. But then it also gets a buff if it's a creature type. There's been a few cards that do something guaranteed and then additional buff if creature type. It's kind of interesting. Alright. And they're in that Grand Coliseum with the constant tournament, which is neat. Burning Yard Trainer. Alright, cool. More Knight Tribal. Sure. Brimstone Trebuchet. Everyone loves Trebuchets. Yeah, alright, that's fun. There might be some really kooky combo you can do with this. I kind of doubt it. But I don't know, some sort of synergetic, you deal damage to an opponent, blah, 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 blah. That creates a Knight token. That untaps this. Tap it again, so on and so forth. Ooh, okay, so this is actually extremely efficient. Like, this is Hero's Downfall at instant speed. Maybe Hero's Downfall is also instant speed, but instant speed is pretty sweet for this effect. You lose 2 life, whatever. But Creature or Planeswalker is pretty awesome. And then later, you can play a 2/3 life linker. It dies, put on the bottom of its opponent's library. That's, like, not great, really. It's probably a lot more useful to be in your graveyard than in the bottom of your library. But still, 2/3 lifelink. Yeah, this is strong. This is the first one where the the adventure is like very strong on its own for its cost and stuff. And then the fact that you get the knight on top of it later is just like such a... Oh, look at that art. Holy crap. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Who did this? Jen Ravenna. She mostly does like normal looking stuff. This big goofy Niv Mizzet face. Big goofy crab. This is sort of hinting at this sort of art. But wow, this is like a whole other tier of just uniqueness and creativity of vision. So cool. Okay. Embercleave. Ooh, a legendary artifact equipment that costs 6. Or does it cost 2? Does it cost 2 and perhaps is tutorable? Okay, let's see. Oh, it's reduced. Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, okay. Now, there's a card called Teamer Battle Rage that is all the rage, so to speak. And this usually gives a first strike and trample as well. Now, potentially, this is just as cheap and can be used multiple times. Now, the problem is that the appeal of Teamer Battle Rage is that you slap it onto like your only creature. You know, you go all in on a big Death's Shadow or something, and then just this kills them with it. So this is probably a lot worse because you need to go wide if you want it to be cheap, and then if you're going wide, there's probably not really anything that scary that you're attaching it to. And sure, trample is nice, but double strike is only really that relevant if it's already pretty strong. So I don't know. This doesn't look that great, but it is quite an exciting card. My Stoneforge Mystic plan, of course, is pretty irrelevant, because the whole idea is that you're playing this for quite cheap. If you're playing this for the full 6, that's not going to win you the game. Blow your house down! Whoa! All right. This is the level of subtlety I guess we're getting with our nursery rhyme fairy tale type references and stuff. I guess none of these are copyrighted, right? The 3 Little Pigs. Sure, make a 3 Little Pigs card. I see no problem with that, I guess. Cute, cute. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Destroy any of them that are walls. Now this is really interesting to me. Of course it's very flavorful and cute and funny. But it actually super hoses an archetype that was like on the verge of the come up. Which is like Arcady Sabbath-led wall spam. And then in the recent Commander set, there was a few like legendary walls, or at least one legendary wall, and a bit of a Defender type theme, a wall type theme. So it's like, are they kind of hedging their bets here a little bit? That they're like, oh wait a minute, we really shouldn't make a broken wall deck. I guess we'll print some anti-wall technology just to be sure. I don't know. It's really interesting. A very interesting marriage of something that at first seems entirely flavorful and hardly relevant, but who knows? Like maybe this is something they were actually concerned about. Ooh, it's a wicked wolf. This is, I guess, our iconic big bad wolf. It's kind of big. Fights with the 1 target creature you don't control. Sack of food. It gets to eat it. Tap it. So this is kind of strange to me. I feel like it wouldn't really be pushed given how narrow food is. Well, I mean, we don't really know how narrow it is yet, but it's not like there's tons and tons of cards throughout all of Magic history that have made food. It's only cards in this set. And yet they just couldn't help but do this real flavorful thing. But if the wolf eats the food, oh, I can't possibly fight today. I'm stuffed. I got the itis. I'm just gonna kick back and I don't know. I don't know what wolves do. Alright, cute, sure. Doom Foretold. Why does it look so weird? Was this spoiled like through Magic Online or something? The beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a white token creature with vigilance, and then you sacrifice Doom Foretold. Okay. Weird, interesting, strange. Really hard to evaluate. I mean, all of these effects are quite nice. They all stack up. Like, if this was just a sorcery that did this, I'm pretty sure that would be quite pushed and playable. And then you're making them sack down non-land, non-token permanents. That's pretty nice. It looks kind of strong, but at the same time, it's very slow. And it's not, you have no control over what they're sacking. So if you're behind in board state, you'll probably continue to be behind in board state. Against certain decks, I guess it's kind of a hoser. Against combo decks that aren't really playing anything. But it's way too slow to go up against any sort of tuned combo deck. I don't know, an interesting one. Cool art. I don't know what the heck is up. There's no commander number or collector's number. I don't know. Wishclaw Talisman. Ooh, it's like the monkey's paw. Cool, cool. Oh, 3 wish counters on it. I like anything that uses wish counters. Let's look at other wish counter stuff after this. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. An opponent gains control of it. Ooh, so you alternate wishes. You get to do 2. That's the ability. That's like the benefit you get. Kind of reminds me of Scheming Symmetry or whatever. That double tutor. And it's like the opponent is in a real rough spot because they don't know if they want to use it, because that means that you get a turn with the paw right after. You get another tutor. Oh, it's interesting. Very interesting. I don't think it's that good, just because in so many matchups, giving your opponent a tutor effect is just as devastating as you getting 2 tutor effects. And if they don't really have anything to tutor for that makes their deck a lot better, that means that their deck is probably already kind of more, like, smoothly drawing than your deck, right? Like, if they're fine just being like, all right, well, I guess no more tutoring. You've got your tutor for quite cheap, but then you don't get another one. I don't know. It's a really hard card to evaluate, but I don't think... I'd be surprised if it ends up being good. It is really cool, though. Just everything about the way it plays is so flavorful and interesting. So many decisions that you have to make. The fact that you can kind of put that decision on your opponent, like giving them a chance to tutor. I thought there was more that used it. Anyways, it's definitely better than something like this, which is so slow. Or this, which is also, well, I guess it's not that slow. But it's not really the same effect. It's not a tutoring thing. This I think is much more symbolic of a wish to tutor what you want. Ooh, Questing Beast. Mythic. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Can't be blocked with creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. This is actually an extremely relevant line of text in formats where people bring in fogs. But the format that I can think of where people bring in fogs is Pauper, and this is not Pauper. Whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. Okay, so this is just an extremely efficient creature. 3 keyword abilities, an evasion ability, a FU fog ability, actually also FU protection type ability. I'm pretty sure if like something has pro green and it fights with this thing, it still dies or whatever. Yeah, alright. I mean, nothing too crazy, but just a beater. That's for sure. A beater and a half. I like the art too. It seems so dignified, you know? Like, it's definitely quite the animal with its 3 heads and this kind of look of intelligence it's got and this idea that it's on a quest. But at the same time, it's not showy. It's not bellowing at the camera or anything. It's just like, yes, this is how I live my life. I am the Questing Beast. Alright, cool. Oh! Okay. So this is Will and his sister. Will Rowan got a card in Battle Bond. No. Am I wrong? What? Wait, Rowan Kenwith. What? Whoa, wait a minute. So there's Will Kenwith and wait. So this is a card we haven't seen yet. Oops. So they have the creature type Will Rowan. Whoa, or the Planeswalker type. Okay, not that Planeswalker types really matter anymore, but whatever. Alright, well, we saw a few cards kind of spoiled there, but whatever. So it loots. 2+0, first strike, nice. That's pretty nice. That's, this is a pretty solid looking Planeswalker. For 3 mana. 3 mana has 5 loyalty is already pretty sweet. And you get to loot right away to get up to 6. Or you get to do this, which is a pretty powerful attack. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to gain you a lot of life at the very least and filter through some cards. And then if you can actually get it up to this amount, like that's a pretty insane value for 3 mana. Yeah, I don't know. Seems pushed. Seems like people are going to push it into some decks. While with Tracker... Alright, sure. Cute. It's this little guy. He's got another big fox that he hangs out with. Wish I had a big fox to hang out with. Turn to nature. Oh, yes. And this might be a card that we see quite often now. Just kind of utility stuff. Long after the magic wore off, the mice still dreamed of glorious galloping. Ooh! Ooh, I love it. So, of course, this is a very direct Cinderella reference. One that is so direct that I feel like Disney is cracking their knuckles. Oh, I had a nice crack there. And calling up their lawyers. But then, to take that story and kind of see this hidden perspective within it, what about the mice that used to be horses? What do they think about that memory? What is their life going to be like after that one night as a horse? It's so cool. That's so cool. Ooh, it turned into a pumpkin. It's like the other half of the story. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. At least 3 mana was spent to cast a spell, create a food token. So this is a mechanic that I don't think I covered in the last video, but I saw an article that talked about what it did. It's kind of neat. Of course, it encourages monocolor building, which is a nice kind of change of pace from the last few sets. All right, cool. Oh, that's so cute. So we get a vehicle. I guess vehicles are quite deciduous now. Yeah, all right, sure. Seems like good value. And it can be crewed just by the little mice you get. So it's like a nice 4/4 beater. Fairy Guide Mother. All right, cute. And this, of course, it's all kind of like the same story. So this probably all got spoiled together. Yeah, all right. What else we got? Wicked Guardian. This is like the Wicked Stepmother. All part of the whole Cinderella story. Just told in these cards. Fantastic. This is quite a flavorful ability and quite nice too, to be able to draw a card for 4 mana and you get a 4/2. Sure, this is a really brutal flavor text. Once upon a time. This spell. Whoa. Whoa. Interesting. Now, I really do think a lot of decks are going to try running this card. This card is extremely intriguing. This is like something they've never done before. The closest equivalent to it is things like Gemstone Mine and such, or the Ley Lines. But the utility of this is just so nice. And unlike the Ley Lines or Gemstone Mine, it doesn't get hugely worse if it isn't in your opening hand. You know, like if you draw into this later, it's probably still one of the cards you most want to see. Just because this effect is so powerful. To look at 5 cards and pull any creature or land, it's up there with Ancient Stirrings. Holy. Okay, so Does Tron want this? Maybe. Does random just green aggro decks want this? Maybe. Does almost every deck want this? I don't know. Maybe. Like I don't know what Modern is like anymore. Modern is in a state of huge flux right now. But I'd be amazed if there's not going to be card decks that want this effect. Oh man, this is a cool card. What the hell is going to happen with this? Alright, let's move on. Mystical Dispute. Okay. So, almost a mana drain, but blue hosing mana drain. Sure, sure. Feet are on land, yet you're in over your head, aren't you? This is a fun little story being told here. The merfolk. No. Just this kind of tiering of like, this guy is probably some sort of magical student. He's learned his blue magic at a college or whatever. And she's like, that's not how we do things out here. Do you really think this book learning is going to help you in the swamp? Alright, cool card. I'm going to be surprised if it sees plays though. This is Rowan's Stalwarts. So that's Rowan Kenrith or whatever, of course. Why is this like here? Other parts. So, okay, so what does this do? Oh, so this is the Planeswalker deck stuff. Okay. Sure. And that's why it's 307 out of 269. Sure. Okay. So, yeah, that just does what it does. This, I assume, is also that. Yeah. This sort of sunrise, the other is dawn. They mark the beginning of my days, but the end of yours. Cool. Sure, and here's the Planeswalker herself. One target creature gets +3/+0. 1 damage up to 2 target creatures. Alright, so here you can see the huge difference in power level between the Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers and the Inset Planeswalkers. That this +1 is the same as the 3 mana ones +1. So this +3/+0 instead of +2/+0. I don't think it's worth it. But sure. Okay, this is the Lifelands. These are fine. Cute art. Pretty art. I just keep saying cute today. But I wouldn't really call this cute. It's more just enchanting. Garrison Griffin. Alright, fun. Good flavor. Bramble Fort Fink. Ooh, it's an oof. We don't see oofs too often. Plus base power and toughness 10/10 until end of turn. Alright, now that's a lot of fun. And this is another Planeswalker. This is the Oko Planeswalker deck, I guess. Yeah, alright. Fun flavor. Accomplices, some vanilla fairies. Sure. Assassins to Gestures. Alright, there's something about Assassins to Gestures that's quite nice. And this is the other Oko card. And I presume it's a lot worse than the one we saw last time we did spoilers. Oh, yeah, that's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. It's alright. Sure. But no, this is far too expensive. Windscarred Crag. Alright, yeah. Oko's Hospitality. My prices recommend I let you cheap. Fun. Alright, cool. All That Glitters. Ooh, now that's kind of fun. This isn't usually in White's Wheelhorse to get buffs based on artifacts. Enchantments, yes, but artifacts, no. I don't think this really slots into the decks that are trying to do that sort of synergy, like Affinity. They don't want to play white. But it is a very powerful effect, that's for sure. This is the first time we've seen them attempt it, I think, since that like equipment that has the black instant equip speed. It's like some sort of weird helmet thing. It's from Mirrodin, you know, and it gets +1/+0 for each other artifact you control. Anyways, yeah. Animating Fairy. Ooh, alright, cool. Cool. Alright, fun little story. Brings the puppet to life, like in Pinocchio. Alright, cool. Whoa! I gotta keep checking for these. I feel like we notice it every time. I sure hope at least. Because that's so cool. What in the heck? That's amazing. I'm so in love with all of these alternate arts. I'm really, really happy that they're willing to go so far in that direction. After so many years of often really high quality, but like just the same kind of like realistic depiction, just like a still frame of some hypothetical movie about the plane. Whereas this is like it's just entirely in its own world. Arcanist's Owl? Okay, so I guess not all of them are knights, but this is part of that cycle. Yeah, that's alright. Or maybe I can have another effect like that for absolutely free as long as I do it first. Belle of the Brawl. Sure, that's fun. That's when standing in a fight or on a dance floor. Well, isn't that a nice little slice of her life? Command Tower, that's really surprising that they're printing it outside of Commander. I guess this is part of the Brawl pack. So they're making like decks for that Brawl format, which is like standard Commander. It's only 60 cards, I think. It's still singleton. You still have the legendary creature as your commander, but I think you can also use any planeswalker. Something like that. Alright, sure. Corridor Monitor. Isn't that cute? Untap target artifact or creature you control. The unbanned twin alarm. The unbanned twin alarm is going off. So this, of course, also works in the Splinter Twin Kiki Jiki type combo. It slots into where Deceiver Exarch was before, but I believe this is cheaper than Deceiver Exarch. How do you even spell Exarch? There's like a T at the end, I think. I guess I could have searched for Deceiver, but that was more letters. Or maybe my internet is down? What? Why is search just down? Anyways, yeah, this is like just as good as any other. I guess it doesn't have flash though. I think Deceiver Exarch has flash. Anyways, none of them are as cute. Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch. Alright, that's how you spell it. There we go. Yeah, it has flash. That's what makes it better. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeesh. What's going on? Let's complain on Twitter. Fairy formation. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. So stats are pretty nice. 5/4 flyer for 5. Plus you can just start pumping out fairies. This seems like a real limited winner, except that I don't think it's available in limited because it's only in the Brawl pack or whatever. Sure. Fun. Frogify. I would have sworn this was a card already. I think the card that already exists is called Turn to Frog, which seems more in line with the naming conventions of this set. I wonder if search will work. But whatever. It does the exact same thing. Oh, this is an enchant creature. Never mind. It does a similar thing. The one that they made before is just an instant that turns it to a frog. Now both look delicious. Huh. Cute. Aspiring Veteran. That is just a nice Knight Lord. 2 mana. That's all you can ask for. 2 mana, 2/2 that buffs the rest. Yeah. Remember who you fight for. Keeper of Fables. Ooh, look at that cat. Or one or more non-human creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Now that is fun flavor right there. It only cares about non-humans. That is much more fable-y. Chulane. This guy's interesting. So much flavor in this one card. Sure, seems alright. Rose Thorn Acolyte. It's a dork. Oh, huh. Alright, well, it's no Manamorphose. Cool, very cool. Savvy Hunter. Whatever attacks or blocks create a food token. Ooh. Ooh. So you can get quite a lot of food. And then we've seen food synergize with some other stuff too. You got food to feed your wolf, so on and so forth. Look at those. Look at that food token. Look at those bananas. Holy crap, the spiral nana, the golden apple, the like glowing pomegranate, the blood orange that's literally bleeding. Oh, I'm in love. Okay, let's keep moving on. Shambling suit. Okay, sure. Yet another like MTGO spoiler or something? Shine Chaser. Huh, so this is like a common thing. Artifacts and or enchantments. And we saw that too for that one I was talking about, the enchant creature. The aura that has the same effect. Alright. Sure, seems like it could be good in the right deck. Shining Armor. Okay, well that's not good, but sure. Steel Claw Lance. Woo! Equip Knight. We saw this once before with like Equip Legend on the Black Blade or whatever. So that's cool that they're bringing that back. Again, I don't see this as like a strong card, but a very kind of fun and flavorful card. Taste of Death. Each player sacrifices 3 creatures. You create 3 food tokens. The apples are carved into skulls, and there's 3 of them. Hone the knife and mourn the least. 3 chimes to sound the sweet grim feast. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Alright, cool card. Same food token. I was hoping they would show some of the other food tokens, but whatever. Venerable Knight. When it dives, put a +1/+1 counter on target knight you control. This is nice. These stats are nice. This is a really nice ability. I think if there is going to be at all a Knight Tribal deck, we're going to see these in multitude. That's just so efficient. Compare this to Squire. Oh, there's Turn to Frog. Well, let's look at Squire again. Let's go back and laugh at Squire. None of these Squires. No, just Squire. A 1/2 for 2. And it doesn't teach anybody anything. Nobody gets stronger with this guy around. Witch's Oven. Sack creature, create a food token. Create 2 food tokens instead. Oh, good. 2 servings of something that's big. Alright, sure. This starts some kind of engines going, perhaps. Tome of Legends. Enters the battlefield with a page counter on it. Whenever your commander enters the battlefield or attacks, put a page counter on it. Remove a page counter on it, draw a card. Oh, well, that's not bad. Of course, this is really commander only, but whatever. You can get some stuff going here. The art is really beautiful, too. Is that just a really well-drawn cover that has an illusion of depth, or is it like actually within the book this sort of thing is playing out? I don't know, but whatever. Banish into Fable. When you cast a spell from your hand, copy it if you control an artifact, and copy it if you control an enchantment. Hey, wow. So you can get 3 knights and bounce 3 things under ideal circumstances. Not bad. Yeah, alright. I like it. The art is cool too. Poor guy's trapped in a painting. Nice try. Thorn Mammoth. Alright, sure. I like that whatever other creatures you get, Thorn Mammoth is fighting. It doesn't care. Yeah, because it comes to defense of all wild things. Yeah. Oh, nice guy. What a nice Thorn Mammoth. Alright, sure. I guess this is also just in the Brawl deck? I don't know, whatever. I don't really care how the cards enter the constructed pool. I'm just curious about what they'll do when they get there. I guess I am also quite interested in the limited format. Like, I'll probably end up watching some people draft it on YouTube, but that's like a secondary concern to just like, what does the card do? Artifact creatures you control have flying. That's not bad. Oh, okay. Alright, well that's quite interesting. I love the flavor of it too. These are just really dedicated craftsmen. They're artificers that are just turning everything into really powerful birds. This is, I guess, some sort of book. Sounds like a fun book. But the fact that they themselves are 4/4s, when it's clearly just two elderly women, is pretty amazing. I guess they already have some like toys with them that are defending them. And there's a dog! That's where 2 of the power comes from. Look at that good boy. You guys gonna make some birds again? Yeah, make a bird. Make an owl. Alright. No more imitating dogs. Shimmer Dragon, as long as you control 4 more artifacts, it has hexproof. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control, draw a card. Ooh, yeah, not bad. It's pretty cool. I hope we see a few more big grandiose fantasy dragons. I would assume so. I assume red is going to get one at least. The Indigo Dragon gladly traded a bit of its hoard for Everlasting Moonlight. And this sort of flavor text to me indicates like a cycle. You know, the Indigo Dragon. And then like maybe they all trade a bit of their hoard for something. Something like that? I don't know. Steel, or maybe it's, maybe it's not. Because this is kind of like the equivalent card, maybe in green. X +1/+1 counters on it. Remove +1/+1 counter from it. Strike trigger artifact or enchantment. Well, that's not too bad. Sure. It's pretty aggressive. Can get rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah. I like that. Turtle Hydra. That's fun. Knight's Charge. Whenever Knight control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Woo! Alright, now that's quite fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to have a place in the Knight deck. I mean, this sort of drain is actually really nice if you're going wide with Knights. And then late game, it suddenly can just blow out the opponent. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is good. It all depends on whether or not this Knight deck gets off the ground, but I can see the potential here. Mace of the Valiant. +1/+1 for each charge counter on it, and his vigilance whenever you get a creature. Alright, cool. Yeah, it seems alright. A lot of go wide stuff. Yeah, it's another go wide card. Ooh, okay, alright, definitely a very commandery card. Probably not really that good outside of multiplayer then, but sure. Embrith Skyblazer. As long as you return it has flying. Alright, so again, very commander focused, very multiplayer focused. It's basically like they just made a separate, another like commander product, and they snuck it into this set. But of course, it's all still very like Knight flavored and like kind of monocolory and stuff. Yeah, okay, alright, sure. That's what they want to do. Ooh, it's a Chittering Witch. What the heck? She's just swarming with rats. Yeah, look, you get a bunch of rats. And then you can make the rats infect the other creatures with a plague. Oh, it's creepy, but alright, good for her. She's out there doing her thing. Letting us troll. Yeah, okay. Alright, sure. And then here you can eat your food if you want, but you can eat whatever. It doesn't care, you just eat whatever. It kind of reminds me of, so many things remind me of this picture, because it's just so strong. Like Saturn devouring his son. Which I always thought this was a painting by Blake for some reason, but it's not. It's Goya. Dang. It's just harrowing. I'm sorry if I gave anyone nightmares just now. I sure gave myself a nightmare. It's not really that similar, I guess, but whatever. Corvold Fey Cursed King. So here we got a dragon. It's a dragon noble. How often is noble a creature type? I feel like not that often. Yeah, just in this set we get nobles. Okay. Sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. Ooh, well that's not too bad. It's a little expensive. Mana cost very restrictive. Transformed at his own wedding, he promptly ate the banquet, the gifts, and the guests. Fun, sure. Sure. Artful okay. Provocateur, I think. how you pronounce that word. Someone who provokes others. Flying does shut lifelink. Make usually control the flying get +1/+0. Hey, not bad. This is like a beatdown and a half. My games will topple kingdoms. Again, very restrictive mana cost, but it's sure loaded up with a lot of good stuff. In the right deck, this becomes basically Bitter Blossom ++. Sir Gwyn, Hero of Ashvale. Ooh, alright, now that's very fun. There's a lot of fun things going on here. Very expensive, stats are just okay, but this can really lead to some interesting things. This and your good old buddy Stoneforge Mystic. The conspiracy theory around it is, of course, that they unbanned it, largely because they knew equipment would be such a big theme in Throne of Eldraine. Because, yeah, you sure want to play a card with this, Stoneforge Mystic, a whole bunch of knights, and a whole bunch of the most expensive equipment you can think of. No, I'm not the only one, I'm sure. I would love to play a deck like that. Is she wielding that flaming sword we saw before? I think, probably. Bake into a pie! Alright, sweet. Yeah? Here's a hint. Not love. Alright, sure. Fun. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked into a pie. Slaying fire. Alright, that's not bad, I guess. It's not really good either, but sure. Silver Flame Ritual. This is like the same ritual we saw depicted in that other card, I guess. Yeah, okay. Alright, sure. So yeah, this is just showing adamant and various colors that it's in, I guess. Uh-huh. Sure, sure. Beanstalk Giant. Oh, how fun. Maybe we saw this card before. Or maybe I just saw it on my own sometime between making those videos. Because sometimes you just end up looking at a card like it's on Twitter or something or on Facebook as an ad. I feel like I saw this before. And we definitely saw this before. And we saw this before. And we saw this before. Okay, so we're caught up. Very cool set. Really some very, very beautiful art. A few cards that I never would have even guessed would like go in a set like this. Oh my god, what is going on with this card? I'm so intrigued. A few other things that look fairly pushed. So yeah, what more can I ask for? More spoilers. Haha, I'll ask for that, and then we'll look at them tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.